Hi, conscious Gemini, welcome to my channel on Oracle and Spirituality. Here is your reading for the next 15 days. So we're going to figure out what's going to happen for you in your life or in a specific area of your life in the next 2 weeks. Make sure you check out the description below because there is everything you need to know about this reading. I put a lot of information, complementary information about this reading. So really go there and check it out. For those who don't know me, my name is Gail. I am a life guide and a spiritual teacher. I help meaning seekers navigate a more conscious life toward greater happiness. And if you want to stay tuned for your energies, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell button for the notifications. What else? Yeah, if you want to support my channel, you're free to, and welcome actually, and gratefully welcome to donate. There is a PayPal link in the description. And with no further ado, let's start with your cards. So you've got happiness, the intelligence, money, litigations, cloister, and so what's called in English? I'm using the French deck, Belline Oracle. Negotiations. Okay. So I'm talking to a Gemini here or a cross watcher. So I'm talking to a Gemini who is in a situation or in a specific situation, a little part of your life where you are getting a lot of abundance. You're receiving a lot at the moment. So as I said, it's maybe not your whole life that is abundant. It's maybe just one aspect of your life that is, but I'm talking to that specific area in this reading. So you're feeling very abundant, you are receiving a lot, you're getting, so it may be that you're giving as well, but I think it's rather that you're receiving because of this other card that I'll talk in a minute. I think you're receiving a lot of intellectual, mental insights as well, because we've got 3 cards from Mercury. And so I believe that this Mercury energy is really at the root of this reading. It's really the basis of it, and it's really what it's the underlying energy of this reading. I believe. I really sense it. So the Mercury energy is all about thoughts, insights, understandings, analysis, about comprehending things, and yeah, communication, transmission. So that's really the energy, the underlying energy. So you may be receiving a lot of clarity at the moment, basically, because this card, okay, this card is called money, but you can take it literally. You may be receiving money at the moment, being comfortable. It may be rejoicing, I mean, pleasurable moments, you know, parties and things like that. But because of the Mercury energy that is really strong here, I'm getting that you're receiving a lot of thoughts, lots of insights, lots of a lot of comprehension. You're comprehending things that were not clear before. And so you, about this situation, this abundance, abundance of thoughts, abundance of ideas, abundance of insights, or of money, or whatever abundance is for you, you are perceiving it really as abundance. That's why I'm saying that this is more about receiving than giving. I feel you receive a lot. You feel very lucky, happy, but deeply happy, deeply satisfied about it, because it's really aligned with your deepest values and your deepest desires. It's not just, superficial abundance. That's why I said, even though it may be money, it may be things like that. It may, I'm not saying it's not, it is, but if it is money, for example, it is really aligned with your deepest values. It's really connected to what your heart actually desires, your fundamental needs. And it may be just simple things, simple abundance, simple little things that are happening right now that really fulfill you at a deep level. And even it doesn't have to be a huge thing, although it may, but you feel really content about it. And so that's the energy you are identified with. You are identifying with. You're conscious about that aspect. You're conscious that you're receiving, that you're feeling fulfilled. You're conscious about that. What you may not be conscious about is this other energy within you that is enlightened. Some part of you is really enlightened, really seeing clearly, reading life and this situation and this abundance like in a book. You're reading this situation. I mean by that, how you can read abundance, as in an open book. What I mean is that you may read what led you to this abundance. You may read how things intersect and interconnect. All the elements, the compounding elements go together to create this abundance, to create this receptive mode. You have some part of you that is really comprehending how things work and how things can create this abundance in your life, how things were able to create this abundance. And this may not be visible to you, like you may not really get that you're getting so much. You may know that you're receiving, but you may not know how much you're receiving, how much this part is strong. So I think this energy is playing in the background somewhere. So those insights, you may not consciously recognize them. They are there for sure, but you may not see that they're there. You may not see that you're comprehending right now. You just see that, okay, I've got some abundance, I've got some, okay, but you may not see how much you comprehend, how much this abundance is linked to your comprehension as well. And if you see it, you may actually see it. If you see it, you do not believe that it's you who is at the root of this comprehension. You perceive it as external, and therefore it may manifest as an external situation, a concrete person that is in your environment, that is embodying that energy for you, so you can see it because it reflects you. And so you may have a person here in your life, someone you are interacting with, someone who is linked to this abundance, someone who is giving you maybe, a lot of insights, a lot of ideas, a lot of solutions, who is providing you with a lot of comprehension. This person is giving you a lot of clarity, a lot of, they are very innovative and they have a bright and witty mind, and they understand how the universe works, I would say, or how synchronicities work. They may talk to you about signs and synchronicities and coincidences, or if it's not a person, it's a whole situation, some circumstances that combine, elements that combine themselves, and then you see it in your environment. Oh, there are a lot of synchronicities. Oh, there are a lot of signs. Or you see it as external. So it's playing in the background. Anyway, it's there, whether you see it or not. And what's going to happen in the next few days, so 3, maybe 4 days, 2, 3, 4 days, you will battle. You will start a fight, either with this person or with yourself, or both, or with a fight with those circumstances that I was talking about. Because maybe you may not like what you're hearing. You may also think, okay, no, this is not true. This is not true. This is true. That is not. So you may stand up for yourself against those ideas and thoughts. Either because part of it you think it's not you, it's not true to you, or because you do not like it, and some parts of you may want to fight this truth. So as I said, either because you don't believe it's true and you want to stand up for your truth, or you do not like this truth and you fight against it, even within yourself. There may be different parts of yourself that awake and that stand up for themselves. Your ego may stand up for itself. All the voices, the different figures and characters inside of you may stand up and voice themselves. Because this words, it does talk about fights. True, it talks about fight, but it also, and battles, but it also talks about justice, as I said, fighting for your rights, for justice, and it may also talk about discernment, seeing truth, seeing things for what they are, fighting for the truth. So, you may have a lot of things going on within you, different characters that voice their truth and fight against each other because they don't agree with each other, you know, and it may fight with the external world as well. If this is embodied by a person, then you may fight against this person in the next few days, and then you'll stop the fight because, you know, down the line, when you fight, at some point you can't do it more. Although it's good that there is a burst of energy, you know. It's a Martian energy, so it's good that, you know, there is this fight, but then you'll have to stop the fight because, you know, you can't fight forever, and there may be some discouragement because you can see that, oh, okay, there are all the parts of yourself or all the characters, whether inside or outside, are equal forces. So fighting is kind of like pointless, doesn't give any result, or it's not really, going anywhere. So you'll have to retreat and go within, meditate. So that's what you'll do. You'll go within. You will also protect yourself. I get that because, you know, this card is fighty. So you may want to protect yourself, and you can see here it's very protective. You're closing the doors and from the external world or from some parts of yourself. And you may want to reconnect with your soul as well, or your higher self, or your deeper self, or whatever you want to call it, source, the God within you, or whatever you want to call it. But you may need to make those voices stop talking, and you may want empty space, quiet space, silence, so that you can hear your intuition, hear your deepest voice, like your true voice, hear your soul talking, hear your soul talking. Because after this fight, it won't last long, but you'll need to rest, you'll need silence, you'll need some introspection. You need to reconnect with yourself, basically. Because it was too troubled, you know. And so the oracle is advising you, if you enter meditation, use it for harmonizing your energy or your energies. Use it to communicate with your soul. If it's not meditation, but it's more reflection and deep self-analysis, then make those parts communicate. Find complementary aspects between them. Find in how they are complementary and not opposite. Because if you see it as opposite, it's not going to work, because they are equal forces. And things will be blocked if you see it that way. That's why it's better to stop fighting and rather find harmony, complementary aspects, because equal forces that are complementary give massive results, and it's beautiful. So realign your energies, clean also and clear also your mental space. With meditation or whatever, breathing, or I don't know what you use. But clear your mental space so that you can really suck those insights. It's not just shadow, it's not just playing in the background, because it is playing in the background, but if you really quiet your mind, it will become conscious and you will really get it. You can do also parts work, mirror work. I mean by that, make your inner parts communicate with each other in a peaceful way. I mean, not that they stand up for themselves like without wanting any negotiation, you know. No, let them talk, give them space to speak up. Give your soul as well a way to speak up and harmonize. Listen to your intuition, your soul or your intuition, soul, source. And let also all the ego parts speak up as well. Like, find ways to make a compromise or a win-win negotiation between all those parts. That's what the oracle is advising you, basically. Also, you can do tantric work. You can use the sexual energy, because this is kundalini as well. So it harmonizes the yin and the yang, and also it makes the energy circulate from the root chakra to the pineal gland. Kundalini, tantric sex or tantric work, tantric energetic tantric work. Or, why I'm talking about tantric work here is because you have abundance here, and this card is the money card is the cornucopia, and it also talks about tantrism. So you may benefit from doing tantric work, because the situation at the moment is a perfect ground for it. So do this work, tantric work, harmonizing your energy, the kundalini, meditation, making the flow circulate. Open to dialogue, open to conversation with that person or within yourself, if it's within yourself. Communicate, exchange energy. This is also about exchanging energy. So that you get the clarity, you get the insights, you really get it in your cells. And you will find peace and harmony. You will comprehend really on a conscious level what's happening. All right, so share with another Gemini who may benefit this reading. Like, subscribe, it feels good. And I'll see you in 2 weeks' time, or right now in another of my videos. I don't know if Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, but check out your 3 signs. Those are your main signs. So check them out so that you can see a more complete and more fuller view of your situation and your life, because all those energy intersect and make a cocktail that is your life. All right, Gemini, have a beautiful day. Bye.